So, I didn't know the video was on. I forgot I had it on. So, just met a DNR guy, Jeff, and he wanted to tell me he was a fan of my work, my videos, and my photos, and you know, that's really cool when like DNR staff, forestry staff, and all that are fans. I really appreciate those fans. So I really like that. I like when y'all stop and say hi, so keep it up. And if I have stickers, I'll give you a sticker. I'm at mile 19 and a half. Probably gonna go a couple miles, turn around, come back, and then Michelle should be off work soon thereafter. Back on the road, the bike road. And heading back to Vienna. Got about 9.5 miles, something like that. And should get about 20 miles in. Might be a little less, not too concerned. That'll put me over my goal for the week, which is 50. So that's what I'm looking for. What a cool tunnel. What a magical place. Always a fun place. Back in the tunnel. The tunnel of love. The tunnel of love. There you go. I like the light usually, but I can see pretty good right now. Just love it. I love coming here. And you know, I came here yesterday and I'm here again, so that should tell you how much I enjoy coming here. Nice downhill trek back to the truck. I tell you what, all my herping friends need to get their bicycles out, or buy one if you don't have one, and get out here on the trail, because this trail's usually snaky this time of year. It ain't nothing for me and Michelle to see 1 to 2 copperheads a bike ride every Friday when we come out here, especially towards Parker City. Bluffage. A lot of people out coming back. A lot of riders. It's cool. I like that. I like seeing that. Like the trail being used. Even right now, during COVID-19, you can use this trail without impacting others. Sorry. those who disagree are wrong. Gonna keep going for a little while. Kill some more time. People. Kind of easy pedaling now. 20 miles. So might get about 25 in today. Maybe not that much, maybe like 23, 22. I don't know, we'll see. I might go ahead and try for 25. That'd be a good amount. That'd put me over my 50 goal. Plus pretty good extra amount of extra, like 15, 16 miles extra, which is always a good thing. I like to get at least 50 miles a weekend. That's my goal. And I'm gonna try to do that all year, even when it's cold. If I could just do 50, I think I could keep myself trimmed up and in pretty good shape. And yeah, so this summer a couple of us are going to try to plan a hilly 100, pretty much south of Marion, and just hit the hills and go for 100 miles, not 100 kilometers, 100 miles. A lot of runners out here. I don't blame them. Runners, cyclists, dog walkers, family, cyclists of all types. It's a good place to go. I've done about 22.5 miles. Gonna try to get at least 23.5. That'll guarantee my 25, and that should be enough time when I get back that I don't have to wait too long for Michelle. My favorite little section, one of my favorites, going south from Vienna, I call it Snake Road 2.0, because usually there's snakes. I don't see any today, but usually there's cottonmouths, copperheads, maybe a mud snake. First time I ever encountered a mud snake was on this trail. Had no idea what it was. Thought it was a cottonmouth. And a friend of mine, Kathy, corrected me and then told me, hey, that's a snake that everyone wants to see. And then I thought, well, I'll never see one of them again. You know, this is after I got into snakes. And then I got to see one, thanks to my buddy John, who called me and my friend Josh, and we raced over there and ran down the road. And I am not a runner. But we seen one. It was perfect. A cottonmouth. Oh yeah, big cottonmouth. Oh, hey, what you doing, buddy? What you doing? What you doing here? Why you here? You should be at Snake Road. He's like, I'll bite you. It's like, don't be messing with me. Nice. Cottonmouths are cool critters. All mouth, no bite. Well, they can bite you, but you just want to be careful, you know. That's a big one, so he's been around a while. And usually they don't bite though. Usually they, as long as you don't grab them, stuff like that. But they'll shake that tail, as you can see. And he's quick, he's big, so he's been alive a lot longer. And that's why he fled. So, but I'm sure you've seen the tail shaking on the video, and that's one of their little defensive techniques. A lot of snakes do that naturally, so that's why rattlesnakes rattle, because they naturally shake that tail as a defensive measure. Good place to get a drink of water. Little tunnel, not the tunnel. There's quite a few of these little underpasses, and they're nice, you know. Don't have to cross the road. Here's an interesting fact. Tunnel Hill is just leased to the state by the railroad system that once was on it. And at any time they ever wanted to retrack it, they can. That's part of their lease agreement. So they would have to tear down this, obviously, and build the land up and put a railroad track over the road. They wouldn't tunnel under the road, and this is not big enough for a train. But it's interesting because not a lot of people realize that, you know. They think, oh, the state owns it. Not really, they lease it. It's just probably a really long lease. And I learned that from Phil, from the Foreman Welcome Center at Vienna. Really interesting fella, knows a lot, especially about the railroad history. There's a locomotive, or a tender or something like that, an engine and tender or something like that, buried under this trail at one point of the trail. It's kind of cool. All right, folks. Oh, battery's down. I'm going through the batteries. I have to charge them up. Enjoying the ride. I'm at mile 28.1. 28.1 miles. So, it's been a good ride. Yep, been a good week bike-wise. I think it's about to storm. I think it's getting close to storming. Clouds are starting to really form. But bike-wise, I've gotten about probably going to be about 70 miles this week. So I'm all for that. That's 20 miles over my goal. So, you know, I try to at least get my goal of 50, but if I can get 10, 15, 20 miles or more over it, that's a plus, that's a bonus, you know. Always try to beat your goals and exercise, hiking, biking, running, whatever, you know. I've seen quite a few runners here today, girls, who are fairly overweight, but they're running, you know. They're out here trying, and that's a big deal, you know. Kudos to them. Not like extremely overweight, but overweight enough where, you know, I'm sure it's uncomfortable, and they're trying, you know. It's probably really hard on them, and it's gonna be. It was hard on me when I was big. I was 300 pounds, and even though I'm tall, I was big, you know. I was obese according to BMI standards. I was technically obese. Now I'm considered a little overweight because of my belly, but nothing that's really dangerous to my health. But I wouldn't mind losing the belly, you know. But the only way I'm gonna do that is ride all the time. In the winter, I kind of take a break and get hooked on sweets, because you know that's what you do. And around Christmas, you eat sweets. You know, I might be a health guy, but I'm still a country boy who likes his sweets and big meals. You know, when I can get them. I try not to do that all the time, but around Christmas, Thanksgiving, you know, I like the big meals. But as long as I just keep doing something, try to get into running, might do that. Try to do that in the winter if it's too cold to bike. But I just need to quit being a wuss and ride when it's cold. I got all the gear. I got all the insulated tights and arm warmers and leg warmers and shoe covers and jacket and all that, you know. I just need to get over it and do it. So, almost to the truck. I want to thank you for watching. Please hit that like button, comment down below, tell me what you thought. Tell me if you like the topic of today's video, trying to better Tunnel Hill State Trail, and what you would suggest to make it better. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. So, you know, thank you all for watching, and have a good one.